Hi again, my name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller, and today I'm going to be doing my what sold video for last week, Monday through Thursday, which was July 15th through the 18th. And I only have sales for eBay to share with you because we have been revamping Mercari and Poshmark, and I don't have a whole lot on Etsy. Gonna get changing that soon, but we finally got everything to the point where the things that are on Poshmark and Mercari are linked to List Perfectly, along with, of course, all of my eBay listings. So now I'm going to be able to use List Perfectly to just start cross-listing, to all the platforms as, I choose. There's certain things you can't put on Poshmark. I don't do over 5-pound items on there. And then, of course, on Etsy, it only can be vintage or handmade, but I'm not artsy. I don't do handmade stuff. So now it's just a matter of I'm going to spend every day cross-listing as much as I can in the afternoons onto the other platforms. Every day I list 20 items almost every day, and I've been automatically getting them into the List Perfectly catalog and cross-listing them the same day. So, it's been busy, and I'm still in the learning curve, so it takes me a little bit longer. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm still on it as far as List Perfectly and checking the accuracy. I haven't sold anything on another platform yet to see how the ending a listing on eBay because it's sold elsewhere looks. I'm waiting to see that happen. But right now, the things that I have that were cross-listed that ended, it has been taking everything down off of the other platforms. The only thing that I make sure I do a couple of times a day is there's a switch in there that makes sure that it's reading all of your solds, and I toggle that a couple of times a day just to make sure it's keeping up. And so far it has been. It's been a lot of work, but it has been a rewarding experience so far. And, it can only get better now as long as I can start getting more stuff back onto the other platforms and hopefully start seeing more sales on those platforms. Next thing is we had our reseller meetup last night. Y'all, if you're in an area where there's a lot of resellers, and, I'd encourage you to try to, find one person or a couple of people that you see all the time and say, hey, would you like to meet for coffee or lunch or dinner like we do? And just like once a month, just to chat about what's happening, in our lives and in our businesses, because it's so much fun. We really enjoy the turnouts and just, catching up with everybody. So I encourage that, definitely. All right, let's get to this. Like I said, only eBay sales right now. And for those of you new to my channel, I only do paid shipping by the buyer. I don't do free shipping. So when I say something sold for $13.72, the buyer also paid shipping. Now, as far as my shipping, I've talked about this many times. Anything over £1, except clothing, is calculated, and I have passed my shipping discount to my buyers. It has increased my sales astronomically since I did that last year. And everything under £1 is flat rate shipping. So I'm still making a little bit of profit on those shipping, especially when it's especially when a buyer is in an area closer to me, and that's kind of helping offset my shipping boxes and stuff like that. So yeah. All right, first thing that sold is this chalkware wall hanging swan. I want to say it was last year, but it could have been the year before. I bought 5 banana totes full of chalkware, and I finally got it all listed, and it's been selling pretty regularly for me. This one sold for $13.72. Tie pluffies. I think, yeah, I just listed this. It was in a recent haul. Definitely one of the ones, you know, that sell very quickly for me. This one was from 2007 and it sold for $13.45. Trendmaster Jack-o'-lantern pumpkin decoration from 1993 sold for $20.68. Douglas Baby Gray Elephant plush sold for $9.86. Department 56, I bought a bulk lot of some Department 56 along with some other things. I don't know the exact amount that I paid for each one. They've mostly been bread and butter so far. I've sold a couple of pieces. I'll make my money back, but I think I need to be a little bit more particular in the Department 56 stuff that I pick up from now on. And this particular one sold for $10. Fiesta Brown Bear plush, older listing, sold for $8.46. Arco Mickey Mouse Santa Claus figure. It had the vinyl head, ears, hands, and feet. Very cute. I bought it at a church sale with a larger Mickey Mouse plush. I think I paid $3 for both of them together, and it sold, this one sold for $13.45. Clownfish plush, don't think it had a tag, yeah, sold for $12. Applause Oscar the Grouch garbage can plush, little mini 6-inch, sold for $11.66. I like Sesame Street. I'll pick up most of them as long as they're in good condition. Gray Mouse musical plush. I do add videos. I've got old stuff that's listing that didn't have videos, but now that eBay allows you to add I think up to a 1-minute video straight into your listing page, I tend to try to take videos for most things, just to show that it is working at the time that I list it. This one sold for $30. Disney Winnie the Pooh round plush sold for $8.96. Y'all, bread and butter, bread and butter. Because my sales have been down. They've been down, except during this week, Thursday, for some reason, because this is Monday through Thursday. Thursday was almost double normal. Just was crazy for a Thursday. All of a sudden, Interpur is the brand on this one. Vintage plush. It's just a preppy bear with cute little like polo top and pants. I picked up several of these, I want to say, at an estate sale, and this one sold for $11.66. Aurora Palm Pal pumpkin plush, just a little 5-inch plush. Palm Pal is the series for this one. I was very surprised at the comps when I was getting ready to list this, and it sold for $24.25. Just listed this and it sold after the 4th of July, but Cotton Traders Men Patriotic Shirt sold for $15. Kodak Colorkins. Now, I think I picked some up at the bins, and I know I got some in the high bid estate sale that I won several years ago, but they take forever, and based on this price, as you can see, they don't sell for a whole lot, so it's probably going to be one of those things I don't pick up anymore. But the 2 of these sold for $10. Here's another one of the Department 56 that I had picked up. This Sleepy Hollow Manor House sold for $11.66. Fisher Price Sweet Streets little basket and orange kitten. This is one of those times where Google Lens was definitely my friend, because they're not marked, and you know, I found that they were Sweet Streets is the series, and just put them together. I had some people and I made some small lots out of them, but just these 2 little figures sold for $11.66. Disney Parks Minnie Mouse Blue Racer vehicle. I have found that a lot of times if the tag says Disney Parks, it tends to do better than just regular Disney, especially like small vehicles and stuff like this. This one sold in a couple of months for $8.05. Dr. Seuss Thing 1 Plush. I think I showed this in a recent haul. Probably a Ben's pickup thing. And it sold for $8.96. VTech Go Smart Princess. A lot of the people figures I tend to list separately. But a lot of the cars and the animals I'll do small lots. This one was Addie, and she sold for $8.96 in less than a month. Baby Gund Polka Dot Elephant Plush, 4-inch size, sold for $11.66. Cross Stitch Kit. This one was a unicorn pillow, sealed in its bag, but a lot of times if the packaging has issues, I'm not going to list it as new. I'll just say sealed, but packaging has wear, because somebody might be wanting to gift it and they might not be happy if the packaging, has some issues. This one sold for $10. Line Friends. Again, I just showed this in a haul. His name, I guess, was like Brown. He's from some series that, Robert looked up and talked about in that video. It was a larger plush. I think there is a smaller version of this. It sold immediately after listing it. Full price, $34.95. Animal Adventure Blue Bear Plush sold for $9.33. Like I said, our sales have been down a little bit, but I had some nice high dollar stuff, so that just kind of balances out the dollars for the day. So like this item, we picked this up on our trip out to Missouri this last time, stopped at a yard sale when we got detoured off of a highway, and picked up a couple of bottles that this seller had picked up, I think, like a mortuary closeout thing. I don't know, but this is an empty bottle of cavity fluid by Champion, and it sold very quickly for $64. We picked up, I think, 2 more. Another one with a label and another one that was just a clear bottle. Goodnight Construction Site plush. This is a book. Anytime I find plush that has a tag called Merrymakers on it, it's probably going to be going to a book. A lot of preschool teachers and librarians like to pick up this type of stuff. And it sold for $7.50. Squishmallows. I got rid of most of my Squishmallows, but these were Walgreens exclusive. I think I had 2 sets. This is the last set to sell, and it finally sold for $33.96. Tie Beanie Babies. I bought a bunch one time, and I'm getting through them. I have a little box down here of some that I didn't list. I'll probably get around to listing them at some point in lots. But this one, not a bad sell. $15.25 for the white dragon. And a viewer sale. So thanks again, Sherry. Sherry bought this Behringer doll right after the video. I showed where I picked this up at a yard sale. I paid up for her, paid $10, had a few issues, which I noted in the description, and Sherry added it to her collection, $26.95. So thanks again, Sherry. Nat and Jules dog plush sold for $9. Tie, again, heart protectors. I think I picked this up at the bins. I figured it was sealed package, so why not? And they sold for $13.45. Kelly Toy Rottweiler dog plush, small 6-inch, sold for $13.45. I pick up a lot of dogs. I sell a lot of dogs. All right, Lee Premium Jeans. I got a $10 offer on this. My point with this sharing this sale with you guys is at the beginning of last year, we started putting a date code in our custom SKU. It's the year month. So like this month would be 2407. And then anything that was before last year, Robert just went in and put 2212. So I don't know exactly when those items were listed. I could go find it if I really wanted to. Not important. The fact is, it's an old listing. So I encourage people to just figure out a way. If you're doing end and sell similar, you can't use the date of the listing to determine how old it is. So put a date in your custom SKU. And I really encourage you to put where the item is so you don't lose it and have to cancel a sale, because that's just really not good for your business. But because I knew this was listed before last year, when I got a $10 offer, I just went ahead and accepted it. Get the old stuff gone. It could be just finding the right buyer. It could be just a bad buy. It could be just an oversaturated product on eBay. But make it gone. Make it gone. Take the profit that you've got from it and invest it in something that's going to sell more quickly. So just, figure out how you can differentiate when your listings were done and then start getting rid of some of the old inventory. Stearns Drywear Jacket, camo, extra large, sold for $26.71. Sesame Street Hasbro Elmo plush. He was a talking plush. So again, I have a video in here showing him working. Sold for $13.45. Circo, which is Target. I tend to pick up most Target and Circo plush. They just do well for me. This was a teal blue elephant and it sold for $9.99. Walmart yellow plush rabbit. Yeah, this was listed in May. So it was probably a Ben's pickup. Just cute, different. I mention this quite often. I love picking up Walmart plush. And it sold for $65. So nice sale on a plush. Barbie Sun Jewel Teresa green swimsuit. This was in a bag of stuff. I've started using Google Lens on most Barbie clothes to see if I can get as much information to help me get it sold as I can. This one sold for $12.10. Another really nice sale, Micro Machines Star Wars Death Star Titanium die cast set. I want to say I paid $5 maybe for it at a yard sale. He had lots of die-cast vehicles and stuff at his yard sale. I don't know a whole lot about it, so I had Google Lensed a few things, and this one seemed to be a good pickup. And it sold in less than 3 months for $64.95. Gund Buffles the Bear plush sold for $26.95. Anytime you list plush that are gunned, if there is a number on the tag, definitely add it to your title. A lot of times with gunned, there'll be different sizes. And even though I've put 10-inch, some people measure differently. I show it a picture of how I measured it, but the number's really going to tell you which size it is if somebody's trying to find a replacement or one in that series that's a different size. So I just encourage you to put the numbers in your listings. Mr. Christmas Snow Angels. I want to say this was a Ben's pickup also. Could have been an estate sale. Wasn't very heavy at all, so I wouldn't have paid very much for it if it was from the Ben's. And it sold in less than a month for $28.30. Roundhouse men's bib overalls. This one, it's an okay brand, especially if it's in good condition, which this one seemed to be. It did have a few discolored spots, but it sold in less than a month for $27. Richard Simmons, most of y'all know he passed away this past week. I went and looked just to see if I had some stuff listed that was his. I had like 2 lots of VHS and I think a shirt. I've sold all of the VHS now. I think I still have the shirt. But it tends to happen when a celebrity passes away that, you know, people go looking for stuff. And these 3 VHS sold for $11.66. Carter's White Lamb Plush, again, just listed it and it sold for $35.95. Wowee, that is one of the animated plush series. They just kind of make sounds. This is really the only one that I have found that actually sells decently. It is the black and white cat, and mine sold for $50. The rest of them are going to be, you know, bread and butter, but probably less than 20 bucks. Disney, Oliver and Company, finger puppets. I have a whole bag of these I have not listed. I think I had listed a couple of lots, but now I need to go hunt down that bag and make up some more lots because I don't think I have any more. This set of 4 sold for $8.50. I think they were fast food toys. I don't remember. All right, these next 3 were from one buyer. He kept telling me that he could not figure out a way to not pay. You know, sometimes I get those messages where they say, you know, even though I do not require immediate payment, I do not have that clicked on anything because I have a lot of people who buy multiple items. But he said every time he tried to just put this in the cart, it was requiring payment. So, you know, I just assured him that go ahead and pay for all 3, and then I will definitely give them a refund on the shipping, which I did. But I don't know how that all works. You know, sometimes, you know, I hear people in the Facebook groups say, I require immediate payment. It's not an offer, and then they still don't pay. And then somebody who doesn't require it forces our buyers to pay. So I don't know. But anyway, he bought this Russ Hocus Hocus Witch bear plush, $7.62. Giraffe Caterpillar plush, $6.44. And this Amtoy Teach and Play cloth doll for $11.66. If anybody understands the rhyme or reason to this, let me know in the comments. And definitely, if you would like to support my channel, please, you know, help the algorithm for YouTube. Give me a thumbs up and leave a comment, even if it's just an emoji. And then Bluebird Mighty Max figure. The Mighty Max series was kind of like geared toward the boys, where Polly Pocket was geared towards the girls. I had to use Google Lens on this. I found it in a tote of stuff when I was forcing myself to go through my profit piles and get this stuff listed. And this was one of them. I mean, y'all, it's like 1 inch. Well, let me show you right here. That's how little it is. Itty bitty. And it sold for $13.45. But my best sell of the Monday through Thursday was this. Fisher-Price Little People. Again, my friend Sam really helped me by letting me know about a bunch of Fisher-Price Little People stuff that he had found at a yard sale. I paid $50 for a lot, and I got it all listed. I've been selling quite a bit of it. I just sold the 5 castle figures for $60-some, and then I sold this Play Family Village. The number was 997, and I took a best offer of $88 for it. Hope this video was helpful in giving you ideas of things to be looking for. You know, I always encourage people to definitely don't just focus on one thing. I know there's others that say, you know, niche down. No. Right now, you know, you notice I sold a whole lot of clothes. I sold some hard toys. I sold some plush. But in the end, it all adds up for us and helps us pay our bills because this is our primary income. So definitely just Google Lens is your friend. And, you know, get out there, and when you're sourcing, don't just hone in on certain things that you like buying and that you're comfortable buying. start looking at other things. All right, y'all, get to work.